All right, so I got something special today, and I need you to listen for real, because I'm going in a total different direction. I want you to know you matter, all right? No, for real, you gotta listen to it because this one may not be as deep as the ones that you normally listen to, right? But you gotta get this one within. You matter. So maybe you need to cut this off and you need to go look in the mirror and you need to repeat what I'm saying to you. You, not your dreams, not your goals. You matter. Are you hearing me? And I'm for real, y'all. I'm discouraged a little bit. I'm getting emails from people who thinking about committing suicide, people who giving up in school, people who just giving up and giving in. They ready to get a divorce. Like I got people like you ain't even fought yet. You ain't even fought hard yet, and you ready to give up. That suicide stuff is killing me. Why? Because what happens is you don't get it. Eric, I didn't get in this law school. I didn't get into medical school. This didn't happen and that didn't happen. I just want to give up. But listen to me. Your goals are important. Your dreams, yes, they are important. The gated community, we talked about it, important. Getting that 4-year degree, the master's degree, the writing a book, becoming an entrepreneur, whatever it is. That stuff is important, but it's not as important as you. Listen to me. I'm going to say it again, and it may not be as deep as some of the other stuff I say, but this is probably the most important thing you will ever hear me say. You matter. Are you hearing me? Who you are matters. If you're a mother, if you're a father, listen to me, if you're a teacher, if you're a police officer, if you're a counselor, you got to get it. You matter. Are you hearing me? Mother, you're going to change your child's life. Father, if you're not there doing what you're supposed to do as a father, your child is not going to be as a teacher. When you walk in the classroom, you inspire, you change. Listen to me carefully as a counselor, as a guide, as an advisor. Whatever your role, you matter, and who you are matters. A grandmother. Are you hearing me? You got to hear what I'm telling you guys. You matter. You matter. Who you are matters. What you do matters. Like, don't ever go to that job thinking that you're insignificant, that you're not important, that you're not valuable, and your work is not valued. You matter. What you do matters. The way you study right now, the way you prepare right now. 10 years from now, you've heard me say it before, what you are to be, you're now becoming. If you're going to be that great doctor, that great teacher, that great lawyer, that great counselor, that great mother, that great father, who you are matters and what you do matters. Don't you know I understand that every time this camera gets turned on, I understand that not only do I matter, but what I do matters. That's why we do it every single Monday. And there are thousands and thousands of people that I will never meet, thousands of people whose lives have been changed from the Secrets to Success video, the TGIMs, the mixtapes, and I will never meet them. But it doesn't matter because I know what I do matters and who I am matters. You matter. You matter, and so I need you to walk like you matter, talk like you matter, think like you matter. You matter. You are important. You are valuable. I don't care what your mother said about you. I don't care if you were given up to adoption and you got a problem with that, or if your real father wasn't in your life, or your mother wasn't in your life. I don't care. You third time in divorce. Whatever. You bankrupt. I don't care. You didn't do well academically. So what? You, not your grades, not your degrees, not your stuff, not what you drive. You as a human matter. And so some of you are living nice. You got the nice car, nice house, and you still have a low self-esteem because you don't realize you matter. All right? So do me a huge favor, guys. Confidence. I'm not talking about being arrogant. I'm not talking about being stuck up and conceited. What I'm talking about is having a certain belief system, a certain belief in yourself. So you matter. You hear me? Listen to me very closely. I need you to hear these words. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, to be gorgeous, to be talented, to be fabulous? Actually, I ask you, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not in some of us, it's in all of us. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. And when we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
And I believe that all of us were born with a purpose, that all of us have something that we are supposed to do, that all of us have some goodness within us, and that goodness gives us a responsibility to manifest our greatness. Not only is it possible for you to have your dream, but it's necessary. It's necessary that you have it, that you work on it, that you develop yourself, that you go for what is yours in the universe.
Every single day when you wake up, you better be spending time on your dreams. You better be spending time on you ain't got time to waste. It is a sense of urgency.
It's a character of who you are. It's not the title that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, and then it's raining when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant. It's how you look at something. If your name's attached to it, and you do it right, the best of your ability every single time.
And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. I don't owe you a dime. It's your dream. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind.
That if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after this thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish, or gulf, sickness, or pain, or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want.
And the title of 2013, three-time Mr. Olympia, Bo Peep!
Now that's that thing called life, is that it is always changing. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. I can tell you that now. Be aware of that. Things are not going to work out exactly right. For a time they will, sometimes, and that's when life is just playing a game with you. I don't want to play anymore. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how much you work on yourself. There are some times when things aren't going to go right. They just are not going to go right. There are times when anything that can happen will happen. But during those down moments, that's where the growth takes place. That's where the work is. See, anybody can feel good when they have their health, their bills are paid, they have happy relationships. Anybody could be positive then. Anybody can have a larger vision then. Anybody can have faith under those kinds of circumstances. See, but the real challenge of growth, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, comes when you get knocked down.
And some of you in your life, the reason why you're not blowing up, the reason why you're not successful, you have not learned to pass. You think just because it's an opportunity, it's for you. And not every opportunity is for you.
All of us have experienced some tragedy, and if we haven't, we will. And you can either let it destroy your life, or you can build upon it. You can permit it to let it hold you down, or you can decide, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm bigger than this. It's not going to be easy. When you want to change, it's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out.
We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up?
Forgive and grow.
You're about to separate yourself from the pack, and you're about to be on top.
If you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me.
It's not your circumstances or your situation. that determines if you're going to be successful or not. I've been telling you, it's your mindset. It's the way you see it. It's the way you think it.
Your mind is the battleground. Touch somebody and tell them the enemy's after your mind. Out to worry you to death. Out to stress you to death. Out to break you down. Out to make you quit. Out to make you think that you can't get up. Out to make you give up on your dreams. The warfare is in your mind. It's not in your checkbook. It's not in your savings account. It's not on your job. The fight that you got to fight is in your mind. And if you whip it in your head, you can whip it in your checkbook. You can whip it on your job. You can whip it out of your children. But you got to drive it out of your head.
I'm coming back. And I'll be stronger and better because of it. You have got to make a declaration that this is what you stand for. Standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. You're standing up for your dream. You want it. And you're going to go all out to have it. Let it go and begin to focus on developing myself. And I say to you, you're going to have people to do things to you. Things are going to happen to you. And the most important thing to do is to harness your will and let it go. And move so you can grow. So you can get on with your life. It doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it?
When you want something bad, you can't count the cost, because if you count the cost and you see how much it costs, you might quit, you might give up. So you got to go in knowing that I don't count the cost. I do as many push-ups as it takes, as many sit-ups as it takes, as many reps as it takes. I study as long as it takes. I pay whatever the price is. Why? Because if I start counting the cost, I might quit, I might give up, I might surrender. Don't count the cost. You don't count the cost on this one. You don't count how many breaths you take. You don't count it. You get to a point where you don't count it. You just do whatever it takes to get whatever you want.
Don't stop. Stay busy. Work your plan. Continue to do those things that you know that work for you after you have evaluated yourself in the situation.
Once you make a decision and you go all in and you say, I ain't quitting till I get there. I ain't giving up. I ain't giving in. I will do whatever it takes to be successful. And when you make that decision, when you look you in the mirror, when you tell yourself that, look, I'm through. I'll do whatever it takes. I guarantee you, that's the day begins to happen. Forget about your past. Forget what happened back in the day. Make the rest of your life the best of your life.
I will conquer my opponent. Defeat will not be in my creed. I will believe where others have doubted. I will always uphold the prestige, honor, and respect of my team. I have trained my mind and my body will follow. Who am I?
I'm a champion.
I will acknowledge the fact that my opponent does not expect me to win, but I will never surrender. Weakness will not be in my heart. I will arrive at the cutting edge of battle and win by any means at my disposal. I accept the fact that my team expects me to move faster and fight harder than our opponent. Never shall I fail my teammates. I will always keep myself mentally alert, physically strong, and morally straight. And I will shoulder more than my share of the task, whatever it may be, 100%. Who am I?
I'm a champion.
Gallantly will I show the world that I am a specially selected and well-trained warrior. My heart and my soul will be the fuel to carry my body when my limbs are too weary. I will never falter. I will never lose focus. As long as there is hope in my mind and my heart still beats, I will never give in to the evil that is weakness, and I will fight that evil with my dying breath. Who am I?
I'm a champion.
Energetically will I meet my opponent. They will not challenge me. They will not stop me from my goal. I shall defeat them on the field of battle, for I am better trained and will fight with all of my might. Defeat, retreat are not a champion's words. I will never leave anything but the very best on the field with my teammates. And under no circumstances will I ever surrender. Who am I?
I'm a champion.
Readily will I display the discipline and strength required to fight forward to my objective and complete that objective. I will rise when I have fallen. I will rip the heart from my opponent and leave it beating on the ground because he cannot stop me. Who am I?
I'm a champion.
My opponent may not fear me, but he will respect me. And if he does not, I will make him respect me with all that I have to give. Who am I?
I'm a champion.
It's our time, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. None will say I've not given all I have to give, and none will take my glory. Who am I?
I'm a champion.
History will remember me. No one will deny me. No one will define me. No one will tell me who and what I am and what I can be. Who am I?
I'm a champion.
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 So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature now than I was 5 minutes ago. Because I'm pissed off for greatness.
The way to prove yourself is to better yourself. Because if you're willing to do the work, you can have anything.
Once in one's life, for a mortal moment, one must make a grab for immortality. Immortality is something more, something bigger, something better, designing a new destiny, writing a completely new future. The universe is a plain canvas, you are the painter. The universe, the future is a blank page. You are the writer. As the man who sent mankind to the moon said, the future is not a gift, but an achievement. Here's the question I want to present to you now. Something simple, I promise. If competitive challenge is what excites people, why then do we choose the easiest challenge? It's easy to be boxed in a limited life. Tougher to compete for expansion. The greatest forces constantly expand. Nature. Nature never allows particles to be boxed in. Every day they expand. The universe. 90% of the universe is expanding. True competitor, what I believe you are, choose the toughest challenge. Your triumph should not be held hostage to the fear that progress in life, expansion, is a game of inches. You can have in seconds quantum leaps of expansion. You can expand right now. When you think that life is a game of inches, you have a plan B. And when you have plan B, plan A never works. It is now that simple. This is what I want, and I'm willing to die for it. Zero fear. Willing to sacrifice everything at any given second. When you make this decision, you will be a titan. You will experience excitement and expand your caliber capabilities in quantum leaps. But these caliber capabilities are powers that are within you that speed you fast on the runway towards a higher accomplishment. So decide now to compete for the toughest challenge. Every day decide to expand again and again and again, because you are in a crossroads and you have a choice. You have a choice whether to be a madman or a bold genius. What's the difference? A madman is somebody who does the same action over and over and over for an unknown destiny. A bold genius is somebody who does the same action over and over and over again for a known destiny. That is why fortune always favors the bold. True titans of our times and of the past, who are bent on making most of their opportunities in life, are too busy to bother with luck. Luck is the good fortune you determine for yourself. So find the strength, have the knowledge, summon up the courage to accomplish and see that your dreams are limitless. Your dreams are the fabric that binds all of us together. Rise up like fire. Ascend the ladder of your dreams. We choose to rise, not fall. We choose to live, not die. Shift to your triumph. Today, you shift to your triumph and carry your dreams forward until your life is a capital of triumph. I believe in you, and I know you can do whatever you want. You have an unlimited potential. And when you tune to this state of mind, all your inner abilities will be effortless and forever yours. A modern runway for higher accomplishment. This moment, this second, your life is an Olympian sunrise. This is your time.
I have a dream today.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. But here's what I know, that dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream as we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out.
Along to Jerome again. Crosby scores! It's over! The goal!
But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning. I was willing to take a chance, and most people won't do that. Most of the people that you talk to try and bring them into the business, these are not risk takers. Most people have done all that they're ever going to do. They raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. You are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you, that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine, that you are greater than your circumstances. The other thing is that most people, ladies and gentlemen, they get comfortable. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. For you're running toward your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about, stretching and challenging. Looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself. Do it. Your dream is possible. Do it. People who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more.
Belief that we're all connected as one people.
We will be able to work together, to struggle together, to stand up for freedom together.
I am a living witness that if you're brave enough to dream it, it can happen. You gotta be determined that no matter what it takes, you're not going to stop. You're not going to quit. You're not going to give up until you make your dream become a reality.
Jumping up and down the floor. My hat is an animal.
When I leave this place, is to help you to get that much closer to making your dream become a reality.
They mowed the lawn. The sun was in
2013 was the why. So what happens is, as you grow and as you develop, you know, and as you improve yourself, these new concepts start to come. And so the why had always been a part of my life, but I was able to tap into 2013. I was able to tap into that why in a way I never tapped into that why before. Like, you're excited, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna change the world, I'm gonna do this for this person, I'm gonna buy this for my mom and my children, I'm gonna put them through school, and you got all these great dreams, and then you get up in the morning and life punch you in your face. E.T., just like you, I get punched in the face. Now, you don't always know about it, I don't always talk about it, because I don't want to discourage you, but I've had multiple aunts, at least 2 or 3 aunts die of cancer in the last 4 or 5 years. We all get knocked out. Life hasn't been a crystal stair for Eric Thomas. I've had my haters. I've had people who've come against me, who try to sabotage me. I'm like the lion. I'm not the gazelle. I don't need something external to motivate me. I find something within. And you got to do me a favor. Like, you can't give up. You can't give in. Life, listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. He said, I know you knocked out 30 other people before me, but I won't be the 31st. And finally they got to that round where Buster Douglas knocked Mike Tyson out. And the world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply, like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me. I was going to be honest with you guys. Here was the challenge. The challenge was, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. Find that reason to wake up every day and go get it. Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. But when you write your why down, what your why does for you is says, you can't quit. You can't give up. You can't stop. If there's no money, you make up something. You go print it. If nobody's giving you an opportunity, you create it. But what I can't do is I can't let my son down. I can't let my wife down. I can't let my parents down. I can't let my city down. And for you, your problem is you're just focused on your dreams and your goals, and you're not focused on why do you want this? Why do you get up in the morning? Somebody say, E.T., why do you wake up at 3 o'clock? Why not? If all I have to do is get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and my family can live like they want to live and I can change the world, and all 3 o'clock, have you lost your mind? I'll get up at 3 every day. Why? Because my why is greater than my sleep. What makes a person average is their focus. Like, an average person is focusing on getting paid. That's why they're average. A person who's good, he's focusing on, I want to make my boss happy. A person who's great, his focus is, what need can I meet? His focus is different. Same human being, but his focus is entirely different.
Your concentration is supposed to change. And so what you're focusing on throughout the course of the day, it has to change. What you're looking at, what you're reading, what you're watching, the conversations you have. You must now be focused on your why, and you must be focused on your dreams. You must be focused on your goals. When you are great, you don't focus on a week. When you are great, you don't focus on a month. When you are great, you don't focus on a year. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with planning, but what I'm talking about is you concentrate on the 24 hours that's in front of you.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. But here's what I know. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream. As we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear.
And that's why you'll never be what you want to be. That's why you'll never have what you want to have. That's why you'll never accomplish what you're all over the place.
Success, guys, a very, very lonely road, man. Along that road, you're not going to see too many friends. You'll see your shadow most often. You got to trust in the heart of hearts. Inside what you're doing, what you believe in, is a worthy cause, a winnable fight.
I wish I could tell you you're tired, go take a break. I wish I could tell you tired, rest for a year. I wish I could tell you that it's going to get easier. I wish I could tell you it's going to get easier. I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, it's going to get lighter. The weight is going to get lighter. I wish I could tell you that. When you get to the point where enough is enough, when you get to the point where it hurt real bad, when you get to the point when it's over, when they're tired, when they're frustrated, when they're ready to give up, when they spent their last dime, that's when they get started. But what you cannot do is you cannot quit doing the process. You cannot give up because it ain't what you see. You cannot give up.
You can't. You can't give in. You can't give in!
Fear is why you fail.
Someone like you is only here by choice. One day you catch yourself wishing the person you loved had never existed.
Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know.
The war has begun, and it's between you and you. There ain't nobody else in your way. See, I've heard it all. From I'm too small, to I'm not fast enough, to I'm not strong enough, to I can't make it back. This is what it takes. This is the sacrifice made for a greater good. It's called dedication. To the small things, to the little details. You aim small, you miss small. Because it's the small steps that ultimately climb mountains. So why would you skip that workout? Why would you give up on that last rep? Why would you cheat on that meal? Why wouldn't you give it your absolute all? That's called effort. And time, it stops for no one. You've got one shot at this thing called life. So it's up to you to make it happen. You got a choice where you spend every minute of your day. No one decides that but you.
Why do we fall?
You do not fear death. You think this makes you strong. It makes you weak.
Why?
How can you move faster than possible? Fight longer than possible? Without the most powerful impulse of the spirit. The fear of death.
I do fear death. I fear dying in here.
Then make the climb. As the child is. Without the rope.
then fear will find you again.
If you make yourself more than just a man, if you devote yourself to an ideal, and if they can't stop you, then you become something else entirely.
What does that mean?
Rise.
You do what you've been born to do, what you've been called to do, what you've been birthed to do. Nobody can do it like you. Nobody can sing the way you sing. Nobody can speak the way you speak. Nobody can write the way you write.
You accept yourself as you see yourself beyond your fears, and you don't accept yourself as a victim, but you begin to see that you are more important than any fear that you have, and that you're more powerful than any fear that you have. What most people do, they make their fear more powerful than they are. They make their fear more powerful than their dreams are. That's what you don't want to do. Don't make your fear more powerful than your dreams or your passion. It's possible. I can live my dream. It's necessary to work on myself. Become creative. It's me. I've got to make it happen. It's not over until I win.
It's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money, when all your energy gone, when you have nothing left. That's when it's showtime. When you find a way out of no way. When you find breath that you don't have. When you find energy that did not exist. When you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way.
You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you try, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena. Success is formulated through failures. Through facing your fears, through falling down and getting back up. That's what creates a champion. That negative energy, that fear, is destroyed. It comes back in as confidence. Behind every fear is a person you want to be. When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. It's an intangible. If you face your fears, guys, you will realize it's not that big. And once you face it, you go, oh my God, man, I spent all this time running from it. It was so small. You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive, but you're not digging the freedom.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
Don't be afraid to fail. Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you would never push yourself. You never want to fail because you didn't work hard enough. Work your butt off. Always believe, leaving no stone unturned. No pain, no gain.
Success does not define us. We define the success.
Deep down, dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be?
Don't think.
I must see my mind's eye, see myself, confronting my fears, handling my fears. I'm more than able.
When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.